What's up, UBTube? The other day working on the old XJ. Right now, I guess yesterday I drilled out the, good lord, the upper link bracket, lower link bracket, yeah, lower. Drilled all that out on the driver's side. I've got the other piece tacked in. I've got the long frame stiffener over here. It's all ground clean. We'll get it set in place. I'll just show you it all and kind of show you what's up. I'm filming it all on my GoPro, so I hope it all turns out a little bit better. Here's the next chunk going in. You can see it's all drilled out. I over drilled some of it, so I had to spot weld the frame. But this long section set. Went and picked up some bigger jack stands, so they hold the front up kind of at right height. Oh, I guess, and the axle set in place. So I hate when the screen goes off because I can't see what I'm filming. The axle's half-assed set in place. I didn't think about that frame mount, or the lower link bracket there. So I have to drop that down, which I already did, obviously. It's setting on jack stands right now. We'll set these two frame stiffeners in, burn them in, both sides. I'm probably not going to show any of the welding. I'm just going to do it, because it's a ton of welding, so that's like probably all I'm going to do today. Get all that done, welded, then get the link bracket bolted back in, and then we'll go on to the lift kit. So links are right there behind the Jeep. I'll get all those anti-seized, measured, built, get them set in here so I can set pinion angle and everything, and then go from there. I have to go find my front drive shaft. I'll probably go get new U-joints for that, and then we will go get. So I'm kind of trying to remember everything going on. In this video though, I'm gonna get the front end put back together so I can get tires on it and everything. We'll go to the purple Jeep. We'll get the brake line mounts for the calipers in the rear, for the calipers in the rear, because it's disc brake now. And then just finish off the lift and everything. Get it all done. So here's the frame before. We'll get it all set in place. I'll start welding it, and then I'll probably show you where all it bends and everything, because it's got steps and shit in the frame. But that's the start over. Okay, so it is a little while later. The driver's side stiffeners are all the way done to the leaf spring. So spin this fella around. There's that next, nope, oh shit, where is it? Yeah, it's right there. There's the next piece. And then I didn't weld it all just straight to the body. All the plugs are welded. It's got several stitches on it, and the whole inside is done. So this side's ready for the 3-link. I guess it's not technically a 3-link, though. Radius arm. We'll grind up the other side, drill those other holes out, drill those steel out, and then that side will be ready. So once we get all that done, then I'll actually start doing the shit that we're here for. Well, I don't want to finish off the evening without telling you what's going on. So there's now 3 bottom bolts in the cross member. This one's canted. I'm gonna have to address that. And there's 2 on the side. The side has damn near 1-inch holes with a piece of pipe through it, so it cannot crush the frame. It was horrid drilling them. I have the stepped drill bits, so at least they make it a lot easier. Here's all my lovely shavings. This side took several different sizes for me to figure out everything. I could have measured it and done it more efficiently, but I didn't, so that's where we're at. The next side, I'm not going to show you guys that either. All it is I got some some black pipe on clearance. And I mean, it's just to keep the frame from crushing, so it's definitely stout enough for that. It definitely kicked my butt doing this and figuring out how I was going to do it. I about just cut the cross member, or the side support down here, welded it to the other piece, and did it that way. And I'm kind of regretting not doing that, because it would have brought this up by another 1/4 inch, and then just plated the other side. But who knows, that could be a future thing for the old turd. But I'll get the other side done, and then hopefully after that, we're mounting links. Because the sooner we mount links, the sooner I can do my SYE transfer case and put drive shafts in it, and maybe drive this thing once. So we're getting close. Okay, so here's the next set of links I'm gonna build. Those are bar pin eliminators for the shocks, anti-seize. I'll anti-seize all the threads. Walk over here to the jungle. Look right there. Those are through bolted, and then this set of links is in already. So this is gonna be the final look of the long arm with shocks and wheels and, you know, actually being finished. But that's what she's looking like. So we'll get the other side slapped together and then show you what that looks like. Gonna have to go pull parts off the purple Jeep to finish the front end, but progress is progress. Okay guys, sorry for that being subpar filming for that little piece. And you're gonna have a shadow because I have a headlamp on to show you everything. This is the axle installed. Got the track bar kinda in. None of the hardware is tight or anything. It is sitting on the coil springs right now, so they're a little bowed. But that's what we're working with. So I will walk over to the purple Jeep with you now and show you what we need to get off of there, and then we need to start rerouting transmission lines on this and see how long it takes us to get shit broken. So my shop floor is sand over here. That is what you see. It needs significantly more light, but that's all right. Progress is progress. That concrete pad was not cheap, but you can put a tractor on it. So obviously we took disc brakes off the back of this, put them on the rear axle, put the tires that came on the blue Jeep on here. The purple Jeep will come back one of these days. What we need is 35s, and you're not going to be able to see, this has new brakes and new wheel bearings. So I want all of that off of both sides. So that is the next step. I'm gonna have to drag it out of the corner here so we can get to the other side. And then I'm gonna order a bolt kit. We'll just half-ass bolt wheel bearings and everything back on here. And then I don't know what's gonna happen to this Jeep, but maybe it'll be cool one day. That's all I have for you guys today on the progress. So we'll get parts ripped off of this to put on the other one, and then see where that takes us. Well, I'm a failure of a YouTuber, obviously. I think we've already established that. The XJ is on the ground. This is ride height. We're just hanging out. So yeah, I kind of suck, and I finished most without your involvement. So here is the front axle in place, hanging out, ready to go. I need to put a new bushing in that joint because Barnes just sent me the new one. And then they sent me the new hardware to install the steering box brace. I'm not doing any of that in this video. I'm just going to tell you what all happened, and then I'll probably just post this one, and then I'll show you in the next one. But the next one will probably be a little ways out because we have some new things that came up. So this is all my lists. I've knocked more stuff off. Brake lines are all ran, rear brakes bled, the whole assembly put on the front, and my SYE transfer case is in. I don't know if you can tell. Hopefully you can. So in the midst of all this, I was going to wait to do the rear stiffeners until I ran it and everything, but my fuel pump went bad. So I went to start it the other day. Before I hung exhaust, I wanted to make sure that the engine actually runs before I get too carried away, because I can always put a different engine in it, but I don't want to do too much. So yeah, fuel pump needs replaced. And needing a fuel pump just opens up more shit we're going to do. Like, I'll pull this bumper off, clean it up, paint it, whatever. After I pull this bumper off, we'll drop the fuel tank down, get it out of the way, clean up all around the fuel tank, probably paint it all, get it all cleaned up. But then also, I can do the rear stiffeners, because it's out and the fire hazard's away. So, that being said, I'm probably going to reinforce the piss out of this bumper and then cut off at these D-rings. And then just build pipe or something straight up. And then have the pipe, I don't know what I'll use. I'll use something that just goes straight around, guards the head taillight, and then goes straight to the tire. And then I'm going to cut all this shit out. This is just all my shit I'm coming up with in my head. But yeah, I suck. So here it is sitting on the ground. And in the next video, we'll have some more stuff going on. If I don't trip over my creeper and die. Another update. Took 35s off that. They were never meant for this. This is getting 33, probably 10 5s, because it just tows trailers. That's all I do with this thing. So it looks kind of stupid again. That's okay. 35s are loaded up. New wheels are loaded up. That one's not loaded up because I'm going to build a tire mount, or spare tire mount. And I don't know when I'm going to have them mounted. I got black steelies for this, the soft 8s or whatever the hell they are. So this is going on 35s. I just did RPG tie rods on it and all new ball joints as well. And it took care of all the issues that I was having with it. And then I'm probably going to put my topper back on it and kind of just build like a kind of a rock lander out of it is my goal. I have 3 inches worth of lift I can do to it, or 2 more. I'm just going to go that route. It also needs a new rear bumper because I bent the piss out of that rear bumper. So I'm probably going to just build a bumper for that. I also have a cat. That's Larry. My wife's best friend named her that. So those are 2x6 by quarter rectangle tubing. And they're going to be rock sliders for this. I'm going to use them to design the rock sliders for that. Because of course those are going to be quite a bit longer. So if I can get away with doing both for this and one for that, that'd be awesome. Don't know about all that yet. So, end goal for this is 37s, 456s, front and rear lockers. Unless it pisses me off, and then I have Super Duty axles that I can put underneath it. And then it's going to be on tons. And I don't know how big tires I'll go. 72, I have roller rockers for it because I was just putting the rocker shaft back together because somehow a rocker was off a push rod, which doesn't really make sense because it's a rocker shaft assembly, and it's now in pieces on my shop floor because the rocker shaft broke. So I went and bought rollers for that. Those are going to go in. That thing runs and drives awesome. Has tons of power now. Probably just because I gave it a little bit of new life with an actual tuned carburetor. But yeah, it runs really good. So hopefully we can get into that. I haven't heard the full exhaust since I broke the rocker shaft. So I was building it, and then I welded the mufflers on. It was making a weird, well, it was missing. Took the valve cover off, found the rock shaft, and it went to shit from there. So that's kind of where we're at on all 4 of these projects. And then in the near future, you're going to see that. That's going to come in for the winter, as long as this gets done. And so is the truck that 460 is going in. So stay tuned for all that. Thanks for tuning in to Legendary Fab. Sorry I've kind of just rambled on for the last 5 minutes, but wanted to give you an update on Blue Jay and kind of tell you why I suck. So I really just kind of hammered down to get it done because I need to get that other truck in here to build or put the hydro bed on it. Which I'll probably film all that because I'm gonna mount the bed and then build mounts and everything, but that doesn't matter. Not sponsored, but I should be. Everybody should go check out Barnes 4-wheel drive. I lost parts for the blue Jeep because I've moved since I bought it. Well, moved into my actual house and all kinds of shit. Well, I told them I lost them. I tried to buy them. They just asked me for my address and sent me the parts I needed. So super awesome, super cool people. This has RPG tie rods on it. That was kind of a similar situation. I got them 3 years ago. The bolts were wrong that bolted into my rack and pinion, and I messaged them a couple years, or when I got them, and I didn't realize they ever messaged me back. I actually found out the other day when cleaning out my emails. But I asked them how I could buy the bolts because it had been so long. Asked me for an address, sent them to me. Everything fits amazing. Truck steers amazing. It's all heim joint steering. RPG, amazing products. And then of course, I gotta plug Yankum ropes because they are the best recovery gear you can buy. So, I'm gonna get this thing loaded up with Yankum. I really want to get a Yankum winch line and fair lead on the F-150 in due time because the shit's expensive. But you can always use my discount code and save yourself a little bit of money and put a little bit of money in my pocket so I can buy a fuel pump for this piece of shit. So that being said, thanks for tuning in to Legendary Fab. Barnes 4-wheel drive, hit me up. That's all I got. Bye.